What was your most unforgettable runaway from home attempt? When I was 9, I stuffed my Spider-Man backpack with 3 Lunchables, my Nintendo DS, and exactly $16.78 in birthday money. My mom had started dating Rick, who not only moved into our house uninvited, but hung his giant hunting photos right over where my dad's family pictures used to be. That night, I overheard them fighting in the kitchen. "He needs a father figure," Mom whispered angrily. "You're pushing too fast," Rick shot back. "The kid clearly hates me." My stomach knotted up. I was the reason they were fighting. Mom's night shift at the hospital meant 3 hours alone with Rick. I couldn't take another awkward dinner of him trying too hard. The clock hit 8:30 p.m. when I slipped out my bedroom window, landing in the wet grass with a squish that soaked my only pair of sneakers. I had memorized the city bus route to Grandma's from our weekly visits. 4 stops, then walk 2 blocks. Easy. What I didn't plan for was buses not running after 8 p.m. on weekdays. Standing at the empty bus stop, the reality hit me. I was actually alone. A car slowed down nearby and my heart nearly exploded. It kept driving, but suddenly every shadow looked like a kidnapper from those videos they showed us at school. I ducked behind the bus shelter when blue and red lights flashed down the street. Great. Now I'd get arrested for running away. Mom would lose her job having to pick me up from jail. I'd ruined everything, but it wasn't the police. It was Rick's beat-up truck crawling along, his worried face lit up by his phone screen. He was looking for me? How did he even know I was gone? I shrank deeper into the shadows, accidentally kicking an empty soda can. The noise gave me away. Rick's truck screeched to a stop. "Mason?" His voice cracked with what sounded like actual fear. Thank God. Instead of yelling, he just sat on the curb next to me, both of us staring at the empty street. "Your mom doesn't know yet," he said finally. "Went to check on you and found this instead." He pulled out Biscuit, my stuffed dog I'd had since Dad gave it to me. I'd forgotten him in my rush. My eyes stung. "How'd you know where to find me?" Rick pulled out a folded bus schedule with Grandma's address scribbled on it from my trash can. "I was a kid once too, you know. You gonna tell Mom?" I mumbled, already imagining the disappointment on her face. "Depends," Rick said. "I thought maybe we could make a deal first." My stomach dropped. "Here it comes. The blackmail, the chores, the punishment. I'll keep tonight between us," he continued. "If you'll just give me 1 month. 1 month to prove I'm not trying to replace your dad." I looked up, confused. "What? Those hunting photos?" Rick sighed. "Dumbest thing I've ever done. Your mom told me after you went to bed last night how much you hated them. You were fighting about me," I said. "I heard you." Rick's face fell. "We weren't fighting about you. We were fighting about me. I'm trying too hard because," he paused, "because I found your dad's military medals in your closet. The way you polish them every week. The way you talk about him." Something caught in my throat. Nobody knew about the medals. "My dad left when I was 8, Rick said quietly. "Just walked out one day. Never even said goodbye." The bus stop bench suddenly felt very small. "My dad didn't want to leave," I whispered. "I know, buddy. Cancer's the worst kind of thief." Rick handed me Biscuit. "Your dad sounds like he was an amazing guy. I wouldn't mind hearing more about him sometime." We sat there until my socks dried in my still wet shoes. "Those hunting photos are coming down tomorrow," Rick promised. "Maybe you could show me where your dad's pictures used to hang?" When we got home, Rick didn't march me straight to bed like I expected. Instead, he pulled out Dad's old chess set that Mom had packed away because it made her cry. "Your mom says you're a shark at this game," he said, setting up the pieces all wrong. I couldn't help myself. "The queen goes on her own color," I corrected him, just like Dad had taught me. 1 month turned into 6 years. Rick never tried to be my dad. Instead, he became something else I needed just as much. The guy who remembered to buy mechanical pencils for math tests, who taught me to drive in empty parking lots, who stood awkwardly in the back at graduation holding flowers. And those family pictures, they went back up, but with a difference. Dad's photos stayed where they belonged. Rick just added new ones beside them, building a bridge between what was and what could be. Sometimes running away isn't about getting somewhere new. Sometimes it's about someone caring enough to come find you.